Hey, how's it going everybody? Wacky Weirdo here. And in this video, we're going to be taking a trip down nostalgia lane. I'm straight tripping on nostalgia, yo. Because I'm playing the Crash Bandicoot Insane Trilogy. This is basically a remastered version of the first three Crash Bandicoots. And these aren't just ports of the PlayStation 1 versions in HD. This is a proper remaster with a complete graphical overhaul, and it looks fucking gorgeous. It looks like a damn Pixar movie. Alright, maybe it don't look that good, but I mean, compared to its PlayStation 1 counterpart, it's way better. But yeah, Crash Bandicoot used to be one of my favorite games from the PlayStation 1 era. I'm trying to remember what was the very first PlayStation 1 game I ever played. My memory's a little fuzzy because it was a long time ago, and I've lost a lot of brain cells since then. But if I'm not mistaken, I'm pretty sure it was Tekken. I think Tekken was the very first game that I played. Because I remember my cousin having a stack of games right next to his PlayStation 1, and he asked me which one I wanted to play, and I think I chose Tekken. And I fell in love with that game. I would always choose martial law or King, and he would always choose Yoshimitsu or Hitachi, and I would always kick his ass. So I fell in love with that game because it was always fun watching my cousin get pissed off when I beat him. But yeah, over the years I just lost complete interest in fighting games. I haven't played a fighting game in like 5 years. I just don't care for them anymore. But anyways, I'm supposed to be talking about Crash Bandicoot, and I actually have somewhat of a funny story to tell about an experience I had with Crash Bandicoot way back in the day. So, my cousin ended up renting Crash Bandicoot from Blockbuster, and I spent the night with him, and we stayed up all night playing the shit out of Crash Bandicoot. We got pretty far in it, but we were both getting pretty damn tired, and we knew we were going to fall asleep. Problem was, we couldn't cut off his console because he didn't have a memory card. Now back in those days, consoles didn't come with built-in storage, so you had to buy a memory card separately to be able to save your games on. And he didn't have that. So if we would have cut off the console, went to bed, the next day we would have had to start all the way over and get back to where we were. And that was not something we wanted to do. So my cousin made the bold move of going into his dad's room, waking him up and asking him to go to Walmart and get him a memory card so that he can save and we can go to bed. And you won't believe it, his dad was cool as shit. He didn't flip out on him, he didn't say, fuck off, I'm sleeping, or go to bed. He said, hold up, let me get my clothes on. So he gets his clothes on, and we load up in the car and we all head to Walmart. We're walking around the store. He picks out the memory card. His dad goes up to the counter to pay for it. Then me and my cousin, we walk over to the magazine section, and we're looking through gaming magazines. And my cousin finds a cheat list for Crash Bandicoot in one of the gaming magazines. And you know what he does? He rips the cheat sheet out, folds it up, puts it in his pocket, and puts the magazine back on the shelf. And then his dad calls us to the front, and we leave and we head back home. We put the memory card into the PlayStation, we save the game, cut it off. We wake up the next morning, we use some cheat codes from the cheat sheet that he got, and we ended up beating the game. And I just thought that was the funniest turn of events ever, man. Playing Crash Bandicoot all night, waking up his dad at like fucking, I think it was like midnight, to go get him a memory card, and then snatching a cheat list from a gaming magazine. It was just crazy, man. It's one of my fondest memories from back in my younger days. I don't remember a lot, but there are certain stories like that that I do remember, and that was one of my favorites. I always went over to my cousin's house to game because when I was younger, we were broke as fuck. I was always like 2 generations behind when it came to consoles. Like, my cousin had the PlayStation 1, and I had the first Nintendo. with Super Mario Bros. And Duck Hunt. So if I wanted to play the newer systems, I always had to go over to my cousin's house to live the good life. But yeah, I'm glad that the Insane Trilogy exists. I'm glad that I own it. Definitely going to be playing this game a lot more. I just got to get me an Xbox controller for my PC because playing this game with a keyboard and mouse is not very enjoyable. So I probably won't be playing this again until I get me an Xbox controller. But yeah, so what about you guys? What is your first experience with Crash Bandicoot? Do you have any funny stories from your childhood that you'd like to speak about in the comment section? If so, go ahead and let me know. I would love to hear some. And I appreciate you guys watching, and I'll catch you on the next video. Sayonara, motherfucker. Welcome to the end of the video. If you made it here, you kick ass and deserve a crisp high five. Now please consider hitting subscribe. It'll only take a second and it'll make me really happy.